There are times when the silence around us seems deafening. We walk the streets, carry out our daily tasks, interact with people, but inside we feel a profound emptiness, as if we were invisible to the world. It's a feeling of being present but not noticed, of speaking but not being heard, of existing but not being recognized. This emotional invisibility corrodes the soul, making us question our worth and purpose. In these moments, it's common to ask ourselves, does anyone really see me? Does anyone notice what I'm going through? The answer is yes. God sees every tear not shed, hears every silent cry, and understands every unexpressed pain. He knows the depths of our hearts, even when we can't put into words what we feel. The Bible shows us, in various passages, that God has always been attentive to those who felt forgotten. He saw Hagar in the desert, heard Hannah's cry in her affliction, and perceived Job's pain in his suffering. These examples remind us that even when the world ignores us, God is attentive to every detail of our lives. When we feel invisible, we long for a gaze that acknowledges us, that validates our existence, and makes us feel loved. This gaze doesn't need to be physical. It can be a feeling of being understood, of having someone who truly cares. God offers this gaze. He sees us not only as we are, but as we can be. He sees our potential, our hidden qualities, and the purpose He Himself placed within us. By recognizing that God sees us, we begin to see ourselves differently. We come to understand that our identity is not in the opinions of others, but in God's unconditional love for us. This understanding frees us from the need for human approval and gives us the courage to be authentic. When we open ourselves to God's gaze, we allow Him to transform our pain into strength, our insecurity into confidence, and our loneliness into communion. He invites us to walk with Him, to trust in His direction, and to find purpose even in adversity. If this video touched your heart, subscribe to the channel to receive more messages that strengthen your faith. Share in the comments how you have felt God's gaze in your life. Your experience can inspire others who also feel invisible. Amidst the internal chaos, we often seek a voice that calms us, that tells us everything will be all right. God offers this voice through His Word, through moments of prayer, and through His constant presence. He whispers words of love, encouragement, and hope to our hearts. By connecting with God, we learn to distinguish His voice from the others that surround us. His voice reminds us that we are precious, that we have a purpose, and that we are not alone. It guides us through uncertainties and gives us peace, even in storms. This connection with God does not require perfection, only sincerity. We can approach Him with our fears, doubts, and flaws, knowing that He welcomes us with grace and mercy. In His presence, we find rest for our souls and renewal for our journey. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now is the time. Join a community that seeks to grow in faith and in the love of God. Share in the comments your experiences with God's voice in your life and how He has calmed your heart. Beyond seeing and hearing us, God also touches us. His touch is spiritual yet real. It reaches the deepest areas of our being, bringing healing to emotional wounds, restoration to broken relationships, and renewal to forgotten dreams. This divine touch is not reserved for specific moments or special people. It is available to all who open themselves to receive it. By surrendering to God, we allow His love to penetrate our pains and transform our reality. God touches us through His Word, through people He places in our path, and through experiences that draw us closer to Him. Each touch is a demonstration of His care and His desire to see us whole and fulfilled. By recognizing and valuing God's touch in our lives, we are empowered to touch others with love, compassion, and hope. We become instruments of His grace in the world, spreading the healing we have received. Finally, it is God's constant presence that sustains us. Even when everything around us crumbles, He remains steadfast by our side. His presence gives us strength to continue, faith to believe, and courage to face challenges. This presence is not based on feelings but on promises. God promised never to abandon us, and He keeps His promises. We can trust that, regardless of the circumstances, He is with us, guiding and protecting us. By cultivating this awareness of God's presence, we develop an intimacy with Him that transforms us. We begin to live no longer as victims of circumstances, but as beloved children of a powerful and loving Father. If this message spoke to your heart, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving words that edify and strengthen. Share in the comments your stories of how God's presence has sustained you. Your testimony may be the answer someone needs, not to give